Today we are making vegan and gluten-free tomato bread. To make our tomato bread, we are using 130 grams of sorghum flour. It's about 1 cup. 130 grams of buckwheat flour. This is also about 1 cup. 60 grams of gram flour. This is about half a cup. Here we have 35 grams of arrowroot flour. You can say roughly about a quarter cup. Here we have 20 grams of flaxseed powder, or about 2 tablespoons of it. Back here we have 300 grams of boiled quinoa, or about 2 cups of it. I'll post a link on how to boil quinoa in the description box below. You can check it out. Here I have sun-dried tomatoes that were packed in olive oil. I drained the oil and just pulled out the sun-dried tomatoes. I have 60 grams of them by weight. 2 tablespoons of baking powder. By weight, this is about 30 grams. In this cup, we have 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Next to it, we have 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. We are going to season our bread with 1 teaspoon of salt. You can adjust salt to your taste. 1 teaspoon of sugar. 1 teaspoon of red chili flakes. You can adjust the heat according to your taste as well. This is optional. I like the taste of garlic in this bread. I'm adding half a teaspoon of garlic powder. You can omit it if you don't enjoy that taste. We are going to use water to put our dough together. I'm starting with 2 cups of water. We will see how much of it we need. Before we begin though, we need to preheat our oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's ready and waiting for us. And also I have a loaf pan here that I have lined like this with parchment paper and greased the parchment paper and the sides of the pan as well. This will make the lifting of the loaf easy for us when it's done baking. Let's put it to the side. And now using a food processor, we are going to put the dough together. First, we will start with our sun-dried tomatoes and just get them started. Done. Now, all we need to do is add everything you see on the board to this food processor and pull our dough together. Now, all the flours. Let's add the seasonings. And olive oil. We are going to wait to add our baking powder and apple cider vinegar. Once they are incorporated, we'll add some water. Make sure you add it little at a time. Let me show you the texture of this dough. You see this? Now we're going to add the rest of our water, our apple cider vinegar, and our baking powder. In goes our apple cider vinegar and our baking powder. And our dough is done. Now we just pour our dough into our pan. Just level it out. Give it a few taps. A drizzle of olive oil. Now we transport it to our preheated oven and let it bake at 375 for 45 to 50 minutes. All Alright, our bread is done baking. Now, baking times can vary due to differences in ovens. For now, we are going to let it sit in this baking pan for about 10 to 12 minutes, and then we'll pull it out and let it cool completely on a wire rack. It has been 10 minutes since I pulled it out of the oven. Let's see if we can release it from the pan. You may want to loosen it from the sides where we didn't have the paper. Now all we do is just lift it out like this. This bread has been cooling for about an hour, so I am going to slice it and show you how it turned out. Look at this. This has absolutely no gluten and is vegan. It is best sliced thin and crisp toasted with your choice of spread, be it pesto, butter, jam, what have you. Here I have toasted one slice to show you how well it toasts. There you have it, a vegan and gluten-free tomato bread. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please do give it a try. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you again soon with more vegan favorites.